It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dolphins and the Ravens under the lights on Sunday night.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here? I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw... The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should. You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The numbers for Moore last week: 4 catches, 73 yards. And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful. And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity. And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Mixing up the middle. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
44 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Option play. Here's Hall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Dolphins at 6-2 to start play. And they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. They've won 6 of their last 8.
And they only scored 7 points in their last game, and that's absolutely not going to cut it in the NFL because points, they have to be scored in order to win. They've got to find a way to generate some more offense.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. It's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Only needing 2 yards on second down. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Hall again on second down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 64 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson now. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Holding. Offense.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Ball on a give up the middle.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually...
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
The Ravens offense back out there. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
13. Oh. Yo.
From the 31, Jackson over the middle to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Jackson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. And 5 yards on the play there. The drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle.
75 yards.
And the Dolphins are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Channing Tindall
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Kyle Hamilton Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now here come the Ravens.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 202 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
46 yards.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Ravens 28.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Play action. Now Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
options galore here. Second and a few inches. All again on second down.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. He'll look to throw. Caught on a slant. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they